On Sunday afternoons, when I would visit my grandfather, he would go to church every Sunday and come home and watch football in the afternoons.
Parking at my grandmother's, making a bag lunch, and we would walk to Tulane Stadium. And as you walked, the crowds got larger and larger, and you heard the music from the bands, and you just came to the stadium, and it was like arriving in Nirvana.
It's a family affair. It really is. You know, I remember going with my mother, my father, and my brother. And even though it wasn't my mother's cup of tea, she got into the spirit of it. And so did I. And I think it's infectious.
I was told two things. The men in the black and gold were supposed to win, and don't repeat what your grandfather said during the games.
It was a chance to spend those Sunday afternoons with my father. And it connects you to memories. It creates memories.
It's a sense of home and family. So I look at the Saints as part of my extended family.
It's more than just being a football team to this city. It's a way of life. It's a deeper connection. It's a part of the fabric of the city.
Somebody from, down the bayou and somebody who's living in the warehouse district, somebody who's living in Mississippi, to somebody who's living in the lower Ninth Ward. You come from different walks of life, and someone says, "Did you see the Saints?" And then all of a sudden you're on the same page.
Dear family friends that lived on Audubon Boulevard, and there'd be a big party there. I remember Joey Heatherton was there because her husband at the time was playing, and she was at the house, and I thought, oh, this is where you see famous people.
This city has seen a lot of good times and some really bad times. And I think during the toughest part of life in this city and life after Hurricane Katrina, there was a light at the end of the tunnel, and a part of that light was the New Orleans Saints.
We all need something to bring us together, whether it's jazz fest, Mardi Gras. The Saints is just another one of those things that unifies the city.
It brings people together on so many different levels. People from disparate walks of life finding common ground and understanding that in our toughest times, that if we can find common ground, we can do anything.
Every time I go into the Superdome for a game, I just can't help but think of the Colosseum in Rome and the Lions coming out. That kind of excitement, it's palpable, you can feel it.
Everyone talks about their 12th man, and Kansas City is so loud. And when you're in the dome, and we bring the boom, there's nothing like it. It's rocky.
I was here for the NFC Championship game, and I remember the stress of that game.
Everyone was nervous.
And everyone was holding their breath. And I remember one young lady turned to a Minnesota Vikings fan, and she had tears in her eyes, and she said, "You have no idea what so many people in this city have been through, and you have no idea what this would mean for us."
And there was a guy in front of me who said, "I can't look. I can't look." And I grabbed his head and I said, "No, we waited a long time for this. We're looking at history." And I grabbed his head and turned him to watch the field go. And it went through, and he jumped up and we hugged each other.
The exhilaration and the joy and the tears that people showed throughout the stadium was something that I'll never forget.
Piled out of the dome, and it was a spontaneous party. And then literally, we had second lines all over the city.
Crazy town, but good crazy town.
It really is more than just the football game.